Welcome to Before the Bills, the podcast for those of us that feel like we've lost a little bit of ourselves as life responsibilities have piled up. I'm your host, Tiara, an entrepreneur on a journey to reconnect with the drive, fearlessness, and energy of my younger self, and to inspire you to do the same. This show is about stepping out of the box adulthood sometimes puts us in, rediscovering your essence and unlocking the superpower that is uniquely you. Whether you're chasing a dream, building a business, or just trying to tap back into your bold, fearless self, this podcast is your safe space to feel seen, supported, and empowered. So let's break through those limits and reclaim the energy to live the life we've always dreamed of. This is Before the Bills. Let's get started. Hey y'all, I am so excited to be here with none other than Daisha. We are going to do something that I guess you used to make when you were a kid a lot.
Yes. Well, okay, so this was like, there was 5 of us growing up, and our parents taught everyone to cook. I had 3 brothers and 1 sister. And so me and my youngest brother, this was like our first time doing it on our own.
Okay.
And we messed it up. So like I learned how to do it pretty good because I messed it up the first time. And so like,
you're like never
this
again.
is like a nostalgic, like one of my first meals that I made as a kid. Yeah.
Okay, and what is this meal called?
Chicken parmesan.
Chicken parmigiano. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be cooking this with you and like you showing me how you guys make it in your family. And so yeah, so let's get started. What do we want to do first?
So where's the chicken? Oh, here we go.
Yes.
So we have the chicken. It's already, Tiara bought it already thinly sliced, but if it's not already thinly sliced, you can pound it out, which is what I do, or you can cut it so that it's thin. And then, of course, we'll just season it. We got
so some seasons that we have. While she does that, I will kind of show you guys what we got going on here. So she's seasoning with, I think, garlic powder right now. So we got a little salt. We got some onion powder. We have some oregano, basil. What else would you like? There's thyme, there's rosemary, there's like anything that they usually make with parsley. There's everything that they usually make with Italian seasoning. So I didn't have actual Italian seasoning, but I just looked up like what's in Italian seasoning. Basically. And I was like, oh, I got everything to make it.
Exactly.
I've actually done that with like taco seasoning before, and I was like, do I have everything to just make it? Like chili powder, all that type of stuff. So I really enjoyed it. And then we got the angel hair pasta. I got the fancy. We got the Utoni. If I say that wrong, mind your business, okay? It just tastes all the same. And then we got some eggs here, some Italian panko breadcrumbs. I actually do want to like shout this out. I don't even know if you can guys see this, but baby, let me tell you, I personally have acid reflux very badly. So I love tomato sauce and pizza and all that, but like, baby, I can't have it like that. So there's this brand called Foodie or Foddy, I'm not sure, but it is really good because it's easy to digest, easy to love, and it's marinara sauce, and it doesn't have all the extra preservatives or anything like that, and it just tastes the freshest.
Do you have like a paprika or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get her some paprika. Yes. Let me look. Or is this one right here? Here, kill the rest of this one, and then I'll look for the other one. I got some cayenne. Do I have more paprika? Let me make sure. Bay leaves. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Okay, so how did you guys end up messing it up whenever you guys cooked it?
Because we skipped the step where you have to actually like saute it in the pan.
Okay, so
we literally just had like breaded chicken and put it in the
pan.
In the oven, like to brown the cheese. But the chicken was raw.
How long did you keep it in there?
Huh?
How long did you keep it in there? Because it would eventually cook if you kept it in there.
Yeah, it would have eventually. But then also like the breadcrumbs weren't like browned.
It was just looking
crazy. Because in the pan it kind of like fries it, so it was like soggy, and the chicken was raw. Was
everybody hungry and was waiting on y'all to finish it?
Yeah, it was like, dang, they messed this up. Like now we gotta redo everything. Is this? I don't know if this is paprika. This kind of smells like the taco seasoning.
I don't think I've ever put anything else in there other than paprika.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe so. Because the taco seasoning, to me, it actually smells more like chili lime.
Yeah, it smells like a chili type of.
But I know that I've never put anything in there, so I don't know. Okay. I think it's fine.
Okay, really fine.
I've always used it. Clearly, I've used it a lot and thought it was paprika, so.
I think it'll be okay.
Different. I do have like a chili lime seasoning. So. There was one time that me and my family was cooking, like my uncle loved to do stuff with us, like cooking and all this type of stuff. So there was one time that we was cooking and, flour. Y'all, so I'm not even gonna hold you. Just for aesthetics, I brought this big boy out, but I was like, we're gonna use the rest of that other one first, okay? Right. Y'all know how it goes, but just, and I am having a glass of white wine, some Chardonnay, by Kendall Jackson. It's so good, you guys. If you haven't tried it, I swear by it. It's so good. I put like 3 people on it. And don't think I'm a bad hostess. I got my girl some quality water, spring of the spring type. Okay. Oh yeah, so we were in the kitchen. We had made this phenomenal taco meal, like taco dinner. Mm-hmm. Baby, we was salivating. Like everybody was so excited because we really put our hearts and souls into it. Mm-hmm. Child, when we went to put so we baked the tacos or whatever they was in a glass pan. Mm-hmm. So you know how they just have glass pans or whatever. We put it in a glass pan. So someone put it on top of the stove. The stove was still on.
Oh,
so as you can imagine, the glass heated up, and all of a sudden it was just tacos exploded everywhere, all around the kitchen. We were so hurt. Like I think I might have dropped a thug tear. I'm not gonna lie, because I was ready for them. And y'all, Mexican food is my favorite. So I think I was like, dang. But we ended up just ordering some pizzas and.
I had a sort of tragic accident like that happen when I was younger. I knew that foil, like when you put it in the microwave, it like
could explode.
Catches on fire.
Yeah. I'll put the stuff up as you're done with it. So you just keep cooking. I'll get it.
But I went to this we went to this restaurant and it was called Saltgrass.
Saltgrass.
They give you a little sticker, like a little foil sticker. Yes. I didn't realize the sticker was foil though.
Oh, you just thought it was a sticker.
And I put it on my to-go box.
Oh, to put it in the micro. How big was it?
It was just a sticker you would put on your shirt or whatever, but I had just put it on my to-go box for fun.
I didn't think anything of it, yeah.
And so later I put my food in there and all of a sudden it's like sparks in the microwave and it started catching on fire.
Oh my gosh.
My family started freaking out.
You know what's so crazy?
And so they were all mad at me, but I was like, how was I supposed to know that this sticker was made of foil?
That's an innocent mistake. I feel like anyone would have did that. Because I wouldn't have thought about it either.
And why would they be giving kids stickers made of foil that they know they could probably put on their to-go box?
Or decorated with something? I don't know. They probably, honestly though, that's probably the least thing anyone's even thinking about. However, I definitely get it. I still to this day I'll check to see if here, I got you. I'll check to see if
you got a fork I can.
Yes. I meant to get you a fork or a whisk. You want a whisk or a fork?
The other one, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Maybe because the fork we can use later too. Where is the whisk in the thing? Might be in the wash.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when it comes to cooking, honestly, yeah, I feel like when you're young and your parents work hard and whatever, then you just kind of have to figure it out. And my mom, she cooked, but she had specialties. So she didn't cook everything, so she would cook her tried and trues, but she was good. We was always fed, but my grandparents were the ones that cooked, and we lived close to my grandparents' house. So a lot of the times we would be over there for breakfast or dinner or anything else. Here, get a plate for it. Breakfast or dinner. Or anything else. And so I learned a lot of my cooking from them. And also, I actually grew up with my great-grandmother. I knew her till I was 17 before she passed. And so every year for Thanksgiving, we would be going to Natchez, Mississippi. And I would see her make the entire Thanksgiving meal every year, how she would prep for it and stuff. And then we would help her. She would tell us to go get stuff. She also had vegetables and things like that in her garden. She would tell us to go pick blackberries or fruit and make a fresh pie. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up with having a great grandmother who really like did everything from scratch. And so I didn't really have a choice of like being ready made. Yeah, like, you know, like that wasn't it. Like it's like everyone is like making everything. I like made red beans and rice the other day and I actually soaked the beans. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like people were like, what? That's still like yes.
Yeah, my parents, they wasn't doing stuff from scratch like that, but there was 5 of us, so we each had a day of the week we had to cook. So we all had to learn how to cook. And then on the weekends.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did y'all have like themes for the dinners, or it was just like whatever that person decided they wanted to cook?
No, my mom was they were military, so like they were very organized. She would print out a menu and put it on the refrigerator, and then like we would already know what we cooked.
Oh, so it was like she was like, "This is what I have groceries to make."
Yes,
gotcha.
So she would make the menu and then buy the groceries based off the menu,
and then y'all do it.
And then we would just every day we'd be like, "Okay, so today I have to cook this," and then we cook it.
How do you feel like your relationship with cooking is now, since it was like a mandatory thing growing up?
I'm grateful that they taught us how.
Right. Like,
because some people don't know how to cook at all, and it's just like, dang. But now I don't mind cooking, but I'm just too busy to cook. To
just be sitting there doing it.
Yeah.
Do you feel though like when you are like doing it, it's like, so I'll say this: last month, July, maybe July, June, y'all, I met with my financial advisor, and we went through my Uber Eats.
Oh goodness.
We didn't even go through me just eating out. We went through Uber Eats specifically.
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, we did that after, but like, we were like, okay, like, let's see, you know?
Right.
So I did the calculations for just 2 months, June and July, y'all. At least a stack. Ha! At least a stack. And it's not even like I did too much or I thought I did. No, but like when you're ordering like lunch and dinner or breakfast and like whatever. And the thing was, July, y'all, last month was my birthday month. So I wasn't here. So I didn't have groceries. So every time I would be home, it was just like, I'm about to leave again. So I'm gonna just order Uber Eats. And it doesn't help that I have the Uber.1, like I have a membership. Oh yeah. So like so it's discounted on top of that. Right. Baby. It ain't said, you ain't said nothing but a word. But I realized that like, yo, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. When you really sit there and look at it, y'all. If you've never done it, go back and just look at your previous orders and you see like 20 here, 30 there, 40 there. You'll be like,
It adds up quick.
And groceries are not cheap.
Yep.
So, you know, for the amount that I was spending on that, I could have just been, you know. So this month I challenged myself. I'm not eating out at all, but like 5 times. And I have not yet. So I'm very proud of myself.
Okay.
I've been cooking every single day, every single meal. And I just did a big grocery haul and I just been cooking.
Oh, wow.
So, and if I am purchasing anything, it's because I'm going to someone else's thing or like whatever. But I have not spent a dang dime eating out. And I really am proud of that.
Congrats.
I really am proud of that. Because we're on day 11?
I can't say the same.
But it was a challenge. Because when I'm like, I don't want it all to just go to that. And I did miss cooking. So I will say that once I got back to it, it kind of made me, I was like, dang, I kind of missed this a little bit. I don't know why. Especially like consistently. And it's made me be more cleanly as well. Because it's like, I don't want the shit in my, I don't want it in my sink.
Right.
So I just clean as I go, but I've been able to cook me some amazing meals. So, you know, like the other day I had that lamb chops with the mashed potatoes and the baby. I was like, I'll just do it myself.
That sounds good.
Did you see it?
Oh my goodness. That sounds good.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to show her real quick. What are you doing now? Let them know what you
walk
them through what they missed and what you did.
Yeah, so I seasoned the chicken and also the flour. I think the breadcrumbs are already seasoned. You kind of want to like put a little seasoning in every step. And then I dip the chicken into the flour, and then I'm dipping it into the egg, and then I dip it into the breadcrumbs so we can get a good coating. I might only do 2 pieces because these are big.
They look good, but they're thin though.
Yeah, they are thin. But
I feel like for every 2 is like 1 breastlet.
Yeah.
What do you think? Or do you think they just filleted it and then smashed it real thin?
I think they cut it.
Like it's still a whole breast, but they just sliced it and put it like, wow. That is gonna be good though. Like thin, it's gonna get crispy.
Right.
You've been to, so you know at y'all, there's this restaurant out here called Barcelona Wine Bar.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. It's so good. What did we say we like? You said you like 60 Vines better.
I think I did like 60 Vines better, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 60 Vines is another spot. Y'all probably know it. 60 Vines is in like Texas, I know for sure. It's here. I think they have a couple locations other places, but we just got ours here. Let me get you a bigger plate. A real one. Here we go. Maybe we could just stack them on top of each other. Oh, there we go.
So this is what it looks like, all breaded.
It looks good, guys. Here, let me be her sous chef. Or just her. It looks good, you guys. Look at that seasoning, baby. I can't wait.
And then we'll put it in the pan and...
Yeah, sear it in the pan. Fry it or sear it, or whatever you want to say. Whichever you call it, actually. I think this is enough water for the pasta. While she's doing that, I got some water boiling in the back, so if you hear that, that's that. So 60 Vines or Barcelona Wine Bar. So what I was going to say about those, both are amazing. I have like favorites from both, to be honest, and I liked both. I don't know, to me they're kind of like, and I think I like Barcelona Wine Bar's olive oil cake better than 60 Vines, because they had a lot of stuff going on with that one. It was good though, but
I went back again.
You got it. It's so good. No, y'all, also just in general, if you've never had olive oil cake,
so good,
baby, it's so good. And I think honestly having olive oil in your meals and stuff is probably good. So I mean, whatever, why not eat it in a dessert? But if you never tried it, definitely try it. But I do like that. Now, one thing I will say why I brought it up is because these cutlets are reminding me of this breaded swordfish fillet that they have at Barcelona Wine Bar that is amazing, and they serve it with like this verde chili sauce. But the way that these look, I feel like they're gonna crust up just like that, and it's just gonna be so crispy. And yes, so I'm very excited. That's what it's giving y'all, and we're definitely gonna let y'all know. Definitely gonna let you guys know. What can I assist with while you're?
I guess you could start getting some oil in the pan.
Okay.
So we can
get some oil in the pan.
Heat it up.
Get it nice and toasty.
Like medium high.
Okay. I got you. I got you. Oh, and that's why I went to go get my phone too, to show you. There we go. And then let me know if you need more oil. I coated the pan, but
no, I think that's
good enough. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Let me show. Ooh, it looks so good, girl. I did my big one.
Ooh. You made that?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, that looks good.
I threw down. It was a jerk cherry.
Yeah, that
sauce,
looks good.
A jerk cherry tomato sauce.
Yeah.
With homemade garlic mashed potatoes and lemon crusted Parmesan asparagus.
That looks like you got it from a restaurant.
Right? I said literally in the thing, I said, I'll just make it myself.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my series of, I'm going to just make it myself. Yeah. Like literally. Because I can.
That's kind of like my litmus for if I think a restaurant is good.
Yeah.
Like, can I make this myself at home? If it's basic enough to where I like can just make it really quick, I'm like, this restaurant was okay. But if it was like to the point where I'm like, damn,
how do I even get this?
I'm trying to figure out the ingredients. Right, like I'm trying to figure out the ingredients. Like, how did they get this like this? Then that's how
I tell you, we're both
determine if a restaurant is
very
good.
Big foodies. And that's like actually like one of our bonding things to
food.
Eat. For sure. And I think whenever I love something, I definitely, like, if I want to try to recreate it at home, I look at them ingredients on that menu, I will really try. So it's like, you'll sit there and it's like, okay, this was made out of this is or it says it's that. And I'm like, oh, those flavors go good together.
Right.
I've also found that since I've been cooking like every day, that my palate, like for knowing what's missing with something has grown stronger.
Yeah.
So for instance, yesterday, I actually did a bartering service. So my friend Darrell, he lives close. He just bought like this power tub cleaner thing. And he was like, oh, I need to see this use. I'm like, oh, come do my house next. Like, I was like, come do my tub next.
So you gonna cook and he gonna clean?
He already did it. So we did a barter service. He came over with the power tool and cleaned my tub, and I made us some shrimp and grits. And he was like, "This is everything." Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't cook and stuff, or they don't get home. And he's like, "I'll do anything."
Right.
Whatever. So he was in there. So it was just really funny. So, but he was like, "Damn, a lot of restaurants out here could use your help."
Right.
And I was like, but when I was cooking the shrimp and grits, I was like, every time I cook my shrimp and grits, they're fire. But I feel like it's like almost too maybe on the citrus, like it's too like citrusy sometimes, or like whatever. But it's really good still. It's still Cajun. It's creamy, but it's like just still a little too on that like, you know, citrus side. Yeah. So I was like just tasting it, and then I was like, damn, I got these sugar cookies from Wegmans. They taste like butter. They just melt in your mouth. They're so good. And I was like, damn, I have a craving for something sweet. So after I was tasting the stuff, so I ate the sugar cookie. And it was like a light bulb had hit my head that it's missing sugar. It just needs some sugar. So I had some brown sugar and I added it to the roux. Phenomenal. Same thing happened to me when I was making some greens one time, y'all. The key ingredients what gets greens to taste like that taste is brown sugar.
That's the thing I like about cooking. Yeah. When I have time, it's like an experiment. It's almost like art. Like you can put some stuff together and like throw this here, throw this there.
Literally, like.
But it's only fun when you doing it out of like leisure, not like necessity.
Yeah. So what I've learned to do is that like when I'm in the mood, like especially since this is a challenge for me, when I'm in the mood to cook, I will literally like just make sure I unthaw something like for the next day too. So now I have 2 back-to-back meals. So like first day I'll cook, I'm craving tacos. I'll cook the taco stuff. And then the next day I cooked curry. So I made a butter chicken curry from scratch. So I had multiple options. So I had like, I could eat some tacos today. I could eat some curry today, and it's already made. So that's something that's definitely been helping me for sure.
Yeah, kind of like semi-meal prepping a little bit.
But just like for the next few days.
Right.
Because I know I get bored with stuff, so it's like, okay.
Same, I do too.
Okay, so I think our bread is done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this flour. Am I? Let's be for real.
Right.
Do you need it? Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We can just have it there just in case, but then like after we can throw it out.
Okay. So I'll just keep this and I'll just move this bowl and this bowl then.
Because I've had a couple times where I'm like, I don't need this, throw it out, and then...
And you're like, I need it. Or you want it to be like a little bit crispier or something.
Yeah, but...
The next thing I want to do is definitely try the Korean fried chicken. I think I need to add some more water.
Yeah.
It's been boiling, you guys. I'm sorry, you guys
All right, so we are at the stove. We have our breaded chicken breasts, and then we're just going to be browning them in the pan. The olive oil is already hot. Actually, let me turn the vent
on.
It's gonna get a little loud over here. Here we go.
I'm just gonna add the angel hair pasta to this bowl. Let me actually lightly salt the water. Lightly salt. Here you go. Looks good already.
I know.
Look at that. Okay. Let's see. So when your parents did cook, what would they cook?
They usually cook like Sunday dinner.
Okay.
So, you know, pork chops, cornichons.
Yeah.
You know, pasta. Really anything.
Anything.
Yeah. My mom usually was the one who would cook, and then my dad would, you know, do the grilling.
Grills, on the grill. I like, I used to F up a pork chop. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
I just can't even believe how much pork we were eating.
Yeah. Growing up.
I really can't believe
how much. When you look back on it, it's like, oh.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm not gonna lie, a good pork chop. Woo.
Yeah.
I haven't had one. I'm sure I haven't had one.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this. It's been a couple minutes. You see that brown? You see that? That's what you want.
It looks so
That's
good.
Perfect. That's what you want. A nice little crisp.
Nice pasta too.
Brownness.
I love it. Okay, so you were saying that they would grill or...
Yeah. So my mom would.
Oh, about pork chops too.
Oh yeah, pork chops.
And how much? Yeah, y'all. My grandfather was a hunter. Did your parents hunt? Did anybody hunt?
No. We grew up in the suburbs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I mean,
wasn't nobody hunting.
My grandfather was a big hunter. He's in the military as well, etc. But also from Mississippi. So, like I said, they were the cookers. And actually, ironically, the men in my family cooked the most. So we were really kind of just catered to in that regard, but we all knew how to cook though. So my great grandmother, the matriarch for like big events, the women would cook. But for like normal day to day, most times the men were cooking the dinners. Yeah.
So in our house it was pretty equal. Like all of our brothers cooked just as much as me and my sister.
Right.
And same with cleaning. Everybody split everything.
Everybody split everything, right? I think it's interesting though that like now there's such this like thing of like, oh, can they cook? Can they whatever? I'm like, can you cook?
Right.
Like literally, so I'm not even gonna lie. I was talking to someone and they saw my story that I had made, I think it was the curry, the Indian food. I had made the curry from scratch and I did like a whole step-by-step video of everything. And they was like, oh, let me find out you can cook. I'm like, you literally just saw me cooking. So, and y'all, I hate to say that I'm very much like a person like that. Like, I do not have no tolerance when it comes to that. I was like, you literally, quite literally just saw me cooking. So they're like, yes, but we don't know about the taste. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you know?
You're not gonna gaslight me into a sample.
I'm like, so can you cook? That's the question. Right. They're like, oh, I could do a little something, whatever. I'm like, child, that should no longer be a thing. And the olive oil's right there. Grease out.
Burn it a little bit, but
yeah, I would
just put it in the
rinse it and redo, so it's like everything's clean. And then while you do that,
that's the only thing. Now, just be careful with rinsing; it's gonna get smoky.
No, I'm gonna just put it in this bowl.
That's the only thing with doing chicken parmesan. It's like
it gets messy quick,
smoky, and
And then while you do that, I'm gonna y'all, I do have a dog in here. I forgot that you guys didn't see that.
Wipe it off. Oh,
yeah,
I was dripping on them.
You need to get out the way. Y'all, I'm talking to my puppy. His name is Jimmy. I will give him a cameo at some point.
But the bottom of the dry it. Okay, there you go.
I have a dog, so if you hear barking, that is him. He just is like, what is all this going on in my home?
Right.
The commotion of it all. But he's the sweetest.
I like this pan.
Thank you. It's a so I really invested in my cookware because I do like, when I do cook, I really do like to cook. And people have asked me, like people online are like, you should make a page, or do you sell plates? And especially when I was doing like whatever, like if I'm making something like homemade too. Because I make some really good gumbo.
Ooh.
And I make really good, but I only do it for the holidays. I only do like one pot a year.
Yeah.
And because it takes so freaking long. Because I do the root, like I mix it from scratch, like for a minute.
It takes a long
time.
But
it tastes I mean, it's so good. And I usually do it for the holidays, but there's certain things I just only make. Like Nadia is obsessed with my biscuits and gravy. But like any southern type of meal, really, you know what though? I won't even categorize myself like that. I think pretty much anything. I think as long as you're like, does this taste?
I feel like if you know how to cook, you can pretty much cook
right?
anything. Yeah.
But you know what? I always wondered like how people really struggle with cooking. I really always wanted that because I'm like, it's just actually it's not just following directions.
It's almost like
it is a
multitasking type of thing. You really get out of here, Jimmy.
Yeah, you do have to be able. Yeah, you do have to be able to watch multiple things at once.
Yeah.
And time everything to know.
So I feel like people with ADHD thrive in that
in cooking. Yeah. You're actually that makes sense because I feel like it's like a game to me.
Yeah, to me it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this at this time. Let me do this. Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
To me it's kind of like what are those? You remember playing those cooking games growing up? The Diner Dash or whatever. Yeah. That's what it always reminded me of because, and even whenever I used to be a barista at Starbucks, and it reminded me of that too. Okay, I'm gonna move the marinara sauce, butter, and I'm just gonna put the butter. I'm gonna lightly season the noodles with butter, salt, pepper.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll put your. Oh wait, no, I'm not. We're doing your meal.
I mean it's noodles.
Yeah.
There's not. I don't think there's any.
I season the noodles too. I don't know. Black people, I feel like we should season everything.
Yeah.
I season everything.
I think are they done?
Yeah, they should be pretty much.
Yeah.
Done. Let me taste it.
Yeah. Throw it at the wall.
That is so funny. Someone also told me that like my tolerance for heat is insane. Can you turn off that dye for me?
This one?
Yeah. Like my tolerance for heat, I can really take something out with my hands. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I think that's that Mississippi. That's my grandma. That's Natchez.
Right.
That's them hands, cause my
grandma's
hands. Literally. No, literally. I miss her. Not gonna lie. But I do have her perfume collection. My grandmother gave me her perfume collection that she left, and I recently just got it, like as an adult, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I went to visit my grandmother, and she was just like, "Oh, here, like take Grandma Mary Alice's like perfume collection." So I have all of her ones. And my mom was over here, and I let her smell it. And she teared up.
Yeah, because it's like
right.
you can
smell her.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah. So I have every. But I always said though, baby, when I hit 70, God willing, it's over for y'all because I got the collection. I got a collection for the ages.
Right.
I do, and it's so funny. And I wonder, but I feel like everyone has a certain scent. Like every elder had a scent that was like, but she has like when I say old, like let me see, and I'll show you guys as well.
I needed more oil on this one. Okay. Yeah, you got to make sure you have more oil in the pan, otherwise the thing won't actually like brown like it's supposed to. It'll be fine, but
so
I should have put more oil.
I'll show you guys since we're talking about it. These were her perfumes. And this one I found the most intriguing. This pearl bottled one. I think it's pretty. Boom.
This is what we got so far.
It looks so good, guys.
See
that? And she only has like 2 more to go.
That crisp. Oh wait, I should do it to my mic.
Yeah.
That crispiness.
Yes. And for you all to see, this is the perfumes I was referencing. Let me know in the comments if your grandmothers or mothers have any of these classics. Obviously white diamonds, but I feel like
right, white diamonds.
But this Eternity by Calvin Klein, Beautiful by Estee Lauder, and then this was like Rare Pearls from Avon.
Oh yeah,
so you know Avon was back in the day.
Yep. Are we able to? Yeah,
this is like a grandmother.
Definitely.
Yeah. This is it's so nostalgic.
Yeah, that one is that second one.
The second one's really nostalgic. Yeah.
Smells like fresh. Oh, I like that
this one, right? Actually, I would wear this one presently, but with like a warmer.
That second one, they used to sell that like.
Estee Lauder Beautiful.
It reminds me of when they used to sell. Was it Avon that they were selling?
Maybe Avon. What is the other one? But Estee Lauder was big too.
Can we rinse this one?
Yeah, Estee Lauder was big too.
It's hot over here, boy.
Yes, let me.
We might need a bigger pan because all of the.
Woo. They're just getting. We'll rearrange it. I'll rearrange it. I mean, I can put the pan, but it ain't no big deal. I'll put the pan. To be honest, though, are we gonna eat all the?
No,
but I mean you can. But I was gonna say though, because the marinara all over it. So just use the ones.
Just use. Okay, I see.
Yeah, and then we can fry these ones, but I'll just put them away.
Yeah, put them.
And then put these ones covered in the sauce.
Right. Okay.
Because I was like.
Yeah, we can do that.
That way they won't be soggy.
Right.
Because I don't think like reheating them with the sauce is as efficient. Okay. Now we're almost there. I'm so excited. I can't wait to eat.
You want to change the angle or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it to where we're like, because while they're in the oven, do you just put the sauce and then put it on top, right? Okay, yeah.
So this is the chicken, nice and breaded, crispy, delicious.
It looks so good, you guys.
And then the finishing touch, you just literally put the tomato sauce over the top.
Marinara to be specific.
Yeah, and
oh, you need something to spare.
Yeah, something to.
Hold on, please. Hold hold on. So actually, just grab a spoon right out of there. And you'll be,
And then, so you can put as much or as little as you want. I tend to like more, but
I like more too. So
okay, good.
I was gonna say I love tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And especially
and
this
then
one,
you can put it over the noodles too.
Yes.
So I like to have a little bit more.
It looks so good, y'all. Tell me it don't look good. Especially when it comes out the oven. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
So, and then you just, last but not least, the Parmesan of the chicken Parmesan.
So I always keep those on deck because I love pesto pasta. So I usually always keep like basil.
My hands are clean. I'm just gonna. I can't get in here.
I don't care. Dump it all out. Finish it. And if we need any more, just let me know. I can go open another one.
And again, you can put as much or as little as you want, but I like a lot of cheese.
Me too. It looks so good.
Just finish this off.
Yeah.
And I preheated the oven to 375. The chicken is already technically cooked. So really you could put the oven on broil, but I don't have good history with putting things on broil.
Because you'll forget about it.
Right,
that
exactly.
ADHD will get you every time.
Exactly.
We'll get you every
time. So I just put it on a higher heat. 375 is good. We'll just put it in there for...
Yes. And guys, while she does that, I'm just going to butter and salt and pepper the noodles. So it's actually funny. I started doing that because there was a girl that I used to babysit, and she didn't like any sauce. Like, she was really big on not eating sauce.
So she just ate butter noodles.
So she just loved butter noodles, salt and pepper. And I was like, girl, let me try these butter noodles with this salt and pepper. And it was very good. So shout out to her for putting your girl on. I just use this bowl. Actually, I can do it in here. Let's do it over the
All right.
thing.
Then you want to get the other.
Oh, you need an oven mitt? Or what did you want?
The other shot you wanted to.
Oh, yes. So yes. So this is what the chicken cutlet is looking like, guys. Go ahead and give him a Jimmy. Please. Okay. Yes.
All right, Jimmy, watch out. It's hot.
Y'all, that's Jimmy. That's the cameo I was saying. So how long do we keep it in the oven for?
Really until the cheese melts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it until the cheese melts. And then we will check back in with you guys once the meal is complete. Guys, so we just finished making...
Chicken Parmesan.
Chicken Parmesan, one of Daisha's staple childhood dishes that she used to make with her family. I cannot wait to try it. This is our final product.
Yes.
Guys. I can't wait to eat. We're going to do our first bite on camera with you guys, and then maybe we're going to tear down, okay? So let's dig in. So we do have the angel hair pasta. It looks really good. Yum. I can't wait. I'm going to be honest, too.
I'm hungry.
Let me get it like a bite. I don't want to be looking like a...
Right. Let me get a smaller.
Let me try to be proper for you guys. Okay. I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
Y'all, it's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
The sauce balances out the chicken.
We're about to tear this up, you guys. But thank you so much for watching this portion of the podcast, the vlog portion. Stay tight, and we will see you guys in just a second for the actual podcast where we kind of get into some more intimate things and details. But thank you again, Daisha.
I just realized they could probably hear me chewing.
Y'all, that just goes to show you how good it is. That just goes to show you how good it is. But to get into all things Daisha, as far as like who she is now, career, all the great things that she does, please stay tuned for the second half of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I have my very special guest and dear friend, Daisha Hooper. By day, she's a scrum master, and by night, and any time in between, she's a director, writer, producer, podcaster, influencer, and above all, one of the sweetest and most supportive people I know. Welcome to the podcast, Deja. How are you feeling?
Good. That's so sweet. I love my intro.
Yes, I know. You guys, when I tell you, Deja and I, so we're both in the DC area, the DMV area. And how many years has it been for you now? Like
almost 3.
Almost 3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah.
How's that been?
That's crazy. It went by fast.
I feel like I just remember yesterday when you first got here and we were going to, what was it? Lost Society.
Yeah, it was something else we went to, and it was like everybody, like Ty, me, you. It was like a karaoke.
Yes. It was at Ivy City's house.
Yeah, it was
and
a karaoke.
Was here and everything. Like,
yeah.
I remember that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. I was so happy to have her here. If you guys don't know, Deja is a Taurus. I'm a Cancer. And so baby, we just kind of go together.
Yes.
We go together. We had a mutual friend, Rel, and was just like, okay, she's out here. And
Rel is also a Cancer.
He is, gang, squad. And we're also both from Austin, originally, Texas, which is kind of rare because, kind of a little bit backstory about our dynamic. Deja and I actually went to college together, but didn't really know each other.
Yeah.
We even stayed in the same apartments, Gateway. Yeah. But just never really, maybe saw each other like once. She's actually in one like these videos I have like from a long time ago.
Oh,
like,
really?
Remember you're in the background of like that one picture? It's like you. We were at a pool party, and I showed.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. So
that's like
crazy.
We've always kind of like missed being around
in
each other
the same places, but never even.
Yeah, never really like together.
That's crazy.
When she moved out here, it was just like everything, and I was like, oh, you know what? I just had lost a Taurus, so I'm really glad to gain one back. So it was nice to get one back. But no, she's just everything. Honestly, guys, she's one of the most hardworking and supportive people. Like always willing to help others, and so I'm really honored to have you on.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, and a fun fact, y'all, she is my first guest of my podcast. So, we're going to see where it goes from here, but I'm so honored to have her as my first guest. So
I'm honored to be the first guest on the podcast.
I love it. So as you guys just saw, we just made one of her childhood meals, which was chicken parmesan. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was good. It was
really good. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I just was like, okay, let's go for it. And it was really good. Honestly.
I was worried because I haven't cooked in a long time. So I was like, I hope I don't mess this up.
Yeah. So how did that feel, like, just to be cooking again?
Yeah, it was fine.
I was like, child, this is task. This is task.
It is
but
what
it tastes so good when you're done, right? Like,
it's
like, oh, this is so different. So one of the reasons that essentially, as you guys know, when you listen to the intro, Before the Bills is really here for us to tap back in and hone in on things that we used to love to do, or like things that remind us of, nostalgic childhood things. And that could be with any stage in life, right? Like, so adolescence, college, whatever, right? And the reason why this became is because I was one day just like in my house. I'm like, dang, I wish I really had the energy to go after things and like the lack of limitations that I felt like comes with becoming an adult. Like, I just feel like we keep just aging and things just keep piling on. Like, yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's do stuff that kind of like just gives us back that joy that we kind of had, or the simplicity of things, or just reminds us. Not necessarily that it's changing, because obviously in the past we've been through things that we don't want to go back to, right? Like we've grown from, and we're like, I don't want to really get into that. But that's just what the essence of this is to do, activities that remind us of things that were special to us once, and hopefully through that activity get some memories back and kind of gain some home essence, and hopefully that powers us to keep going in our current endeavors. Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about Deja. So can you give us
so
just
weird. I've never had an interview.
Yeah, well, here you go. I'm so honored to be, like, we're just each other's first.
Yeah.
Literally. And I love it. I want to get into it. So as I mentioned before, Deja is a Scrum Master currently, but she does a plethora of side missions. Like, you think Snoop Dogg's a side mission person?
I love a good side mission.
Is a side hustle side mission girly. So tell us a little bit about, like, currently where you're at with Scrum Master, how you kind of got there, and like, did you ever see yourself being that before? Like,
so how I got there, I was like working in healthcare for some years, and then I actually started out as a housekeeper, like way back.
Oh my goodness.
And then I kind of built up my career from there, and then I got into project management, and then I got into being a scrum master, which is very similar to project management. And I don't know if I ever saw myself, like I didn't grow up being like, I want to be a scrum master. I didn't even know what it was. Like, but yeah, I wanted something where I could make a good amount of money that wasn't too
strenuous.
So and so that was a perfect fit.
Yeah, one thing that I can say about Daisha is her ability to be able to like multitask with multiple projects she has going on. Like she's really disciplined in that way, and I love that. I think that sometimes it's it's doing it even though we don't want to thing that I think a lot of people miss. Yes. And like she's an advocate for like, if you don't get this money, like just go there, like it's free. So like you know, and like so where did that mindset come from? Like kind of tell us a little bit about like,
I used to be
broke. Did you get that like skill set from adolescence though, like the discipline?
So I always have had the money-making mindset from a young age, and I think part of that is from growing up, because I grew up in a house with 5 kids, and we weren't like poor, but like 5 kids.
Yeah, no. And what? I couldn't even imagine like.
Right, we were like lower middle class probably. So like a lot of things that other kids, their parents may pay for, like we had to, like I had to pay for most of my school activities. I had to pay for my cell phone. So we had to work. If you want something, you got to work. And so we used to sell candy at school. We used to sell. We had a lemonade stand at one point. I was babysitting. Me and my sister got a job at this like water park when we were younger. So like we always have had like a hustle.
The hustle grind to it. Do you feel like that is a plus and a minus, or how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like I love it?
That's a plus.
Sometimes
one of my favorite compliments that my friends give me is like, if it's one thing about you, you gonna get some money.
You gonna get some money.
Like,
baby, let me tell you, her palms is always itching.
Listen, okay. Because I had a point in my life where I didn't have any money. Right. Like after I got to college, like there was this point where it was a lot. But anyways, I was broke.
Yeah.
And I literally had like no place to stay. I was staying with like a guy I was talking to at the time. I was like asking people for money to pay my rent, barely able to pay.
Like I don't want to be that person.
Man,
because we all know that person.
Man, like, didn't have a car. I was literally biking to work in the Texas summer heat.
Y'all, if you are from anywhere that is hot, like any type of southern place, and to understand to be able to bike to work to try to make it ends meet, this is the type of hustle I'm telling you that this girl has. Like when I say. Like it doesn't matter. So your excuses, leave them out the door.
That's why these days, like I have very low tolerance for people who are like, oh, I just can't do. Like there is no such thing as can't in my mind. Because even if I had 2 jobs at the mall. Yeah. Like who wants to be working 2 minimum wage jobs at the mall? But I needed some money. Yeah. So it's like you have to, and on top of that, I learned how to do hair from a young age because
that's right.
So I was doing hair. I was braiding people's hair. I was doing retwists. I was doing a lot. I was doing a lot.
Needless to say, my girl gets to the bag. Okay, yeah. If it needs to happen, it happens. But I do want to take us back to you as a kid. So like, talk me through like Daisha as a child growing up. Like, how was her temperament? How was her personality? Like, did she know? What did she want to be when she grew up? Do you know?
I used to say I wanted to be a cooker, like a chef.
the irony.
Right. And then for a while I wanted to be a fashion designer. Yes. So my sister and I actually like started a clothing line. It was called DNA.
Oh, you know,
because it was like Daisha and Natasha something. And
I think that honestly.
Yeah. And then like the tagline was like, "What's in your jeans?"
Okay.
And it was gonna be like a jean line.
You know what? I think that y'all could still listen. If y'all hear this podcast, it's hers.
No. But ironically, I think there is a jean line
that called DNA
DNA now. Yeah.
y'all would have been the first.
Yeah.
But I think that's also, her and her sister are also
twins. Yeah.
So that's like,
it was like
brilliant.
a play on, it was like a play on words.
Yeah,
like
that's actually, girl, I'm sitting here thinking like, I looked at you like, girl, like, okay. You just let that one go. I love that. Okay, and so fashion design and cooking and things like that. So after you get from like, because I think when I was little, I think I also wanted to be a fashion designer. I had you remember those sequin, but what are those things where you used to put the sequins on the clothes? It was like this little thing you could make.
One of those like infomercial
and my grandmother also had a sewing machine, and so I've always been able to draw, but I never would like. I was like, oh, I want to bring it to life, but I never like did it. I think because for me it was like, it is too much work.
It is a lot of work,
but it's a skill. It's like a good because imagine being able to tailor your own. I always think that's amazing that you guys are able to do that.
I could technically tailor my clothes.
Yeah, but it's like it's a lot of work.
I got to pull the sewing machine out the closet. And,
yes.
Yeah.
So okay. So boom, we go through elementary school. Would you describe yourself as like an outgoing or more shy or more like introvert? How would you have described yourself? I
actually was, more like introverted, but I kind of got lucky because I had a twin. So I kind of was like, by default, I already had double the amount of friends. Yeah. Because like everyone already knew us as the twins.
So it's like you had a built-in, and then it's like, I don't really need all y'all because I have a built-in best friend.
Yeah.
I always thought about that. I'm like, dang, if I had a twin. But then I think it's different because when you come in alone, it's also weird to think about like sharing yourself with someone. Like when you come, like, does that make sense? So it's like, I'm almost like, it's me. I'm my own person.
Yeah, because you're used to being
by myself. Yeah. So if I had to share my whole face, my whole everything with someone else, I'd be like.
But see, like we're still two different people.
Exactly. No, y'all, they literally are way too. They literally, and you guys know her sister that are listening, you know they literally are opposites. If you've seen it's an Instagram family like Janelle, and like they live out of Dallas too, but her and her sister are literally the same. They're twins.
It's like Auntie
Nay. Yes. That's exactly what you guys remind me of.
Yes. I can
every
see that.
Every time I see y'all, I'm like, that's them.
Yeah,
they're literally like Auntie Nay and her. So I love that. Okay, so we'll go from there. So what were you into like in high school?
Everything.
Let's talk about
it. I was on the step team. I was in the gospel choir.
Yeah.
I was in, I think, a French club. I took French for 2 years in high school, and then I think Spanish for 1 year. How long is high school?
4. Well, it depends on where you're, but for us, 4 years, because you were
so I think I took Spanish for 2 years and then French for 2 years. I was in theater my first year. I was in JROTC my first year. At the end of high school, I was a trainer for the football team. I literally was doing everything.
So when you were doing all those things, right? Like, think about like back to like the energy you had to do all those things, right? Like, was it more so like you were was it excited to do all of it? Like it was like explorative. You just had the energy to do it. Like, what do you feel like you had then that maybe you don't have now?
I think it's the same as kind of what I have now, because I didn't know it then, but I have ADHD. So like I'm just like multi-passionate. I just like to do a lot of stuff, and I get bored easily.
Yeah.
So I just like hop. I also in high school I was in a music group.
Okay. What was y'all's group called?
Clue.
Okay.
Shout out to BJ, Nigel, Ebony, and my sister was in it, and my younger brother were in it.
They can sing though, y'all.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
No, they just trying to be humble, but you guys, if I can, I'm probably gonna tag the viral song that they did.
Not the nationwide song.
Nationwide, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna probably tag it because they really killed it. Like it got on, what's that song page? Heavenly, what is it called?
Heavenly Voices.
Heavenly Voices. It like, and you know they don't be posting just like whatever.
That was crazy. But so I was also in.
I believe that the Clue would have made it.
We actually like performed in a contest or something. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and I think we won. And then like from what I remember, I could be.
Sorry, you guys.
I could be misremembering, but after we won, we we went to school like the next day, and like we all had our like matching shirts on and our like trophy and stuff. It was like this whole thing at school.
But think about this though. How you guys were not like cringy at like, let's match outfits and see that we want. Like, think about like now, I'm like, I'm not matching no outfits.
Yeah.
Like, I think that there's certain things like, well, let's keep going. So high school, we get there. So then how did UNT come, how did college come about? How did you decide, like, I'm going to be mind you, she was a fashion merchandise major.
No. I started majoring in kinesiology.
Oh, okay.
And I went to Baylor my first year.
Really? Okay. She was a Waco.
Yeah.
Waco. No, just kidding.
But
no, Waco. Yes.
So Baylor is like a private Christian school, and it's really expensive. So they gave me like a partial scholarship, but I still had to get loans for the rest. And so I did it for 1 year, but I was like, this is not worth the amount of money. And so then I ended up transferring to UNT. Yeah.
What? She just called us broke, y'all. But no, I'm just kidding. The degree still stands.
Yes.
No, why kinesiology? Like, how did you?
Because I always like wanted to help people in some way. So I wanted to be a physical therapist. I really wanted to actually be a doctor.
Okay.
But I just feel like with like the ADHD, I just wouldn't be able to like get through that whole training process.
And that's like 10 to 12 years, depending on what you want to like do in special. I have some friends that are in it, that are practicing to be like specific surgeons. When I first moved out here, I did city year or whatever. And essentially what that does, for those who don't know what AmeriCorps city year is, it's just a volunteer year where you serve and you work in underprivileged schools. But anyway, one of my coworkers, he was literally in school to be a neurosurgeon. Yeah, that's a brain neurosurgeon. He had went to like, I don't even know. It was like one of the like crazy hard schools to get into. Yeah. And I just remember being like, I don't even think I know anyone that went there before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like whatever. But he was just so like, but you could tell he would be good at that. Like how he was, how he acted, whatever. It was just like, he's going to be a brain surgeon. Right. Like you could kind of just tell it. But also it's like my idea. I'm like, child, 1 minute, I don't know what the heck. Yeah, I'm like, I can't get through it. All I know is I like to do this, I like to do that. Right. Like, that's that, right? So it's kind of hard. I think, so that's where I'm like, that's one of the things I do want to say that I think I admire about you. It's that like, despite the ADHD and despite like maybe not knowing like one specific thing, it's like you will like be great at whatever you try to put your mind to. Yeah. I feel the same way, but I feel like because of like my water sign, I'm a little bit more emotional about it. Like, oh my God, like what do we, And then the Capricorn kicks in like let's go. Right, like, come on. But that like you're just like, boom. I gotta do it. This is what? And then y'all don't let it be something that's like actually like getting me like that energy because she's gonna it's like she's locked stuck in the house like I will not be talking to anyone. I have to beg her to. I'll be like, girl, is you coming out? Like, are you gonna do whatever? Okay, cool. So we come from Baylor. And so I was majoring in kinesiology, but then I switched to psychology. Yes, because I wanted to. Then I was like, okay, maybe I could be a psychiatrist, but you still have to go to med school. Yeah. So I was like, okay, psychologist. Like, dang. Yeah. But then I was like, no, I have to do a dissertation and all that stuff. Yeah. Like, I just didn't think I'd be able to get through it. You'd be like, geez. But so I think also it's like one of the things of like, I'll do that, but then I also know like I want that. Like, so for me, it's like, at the end of the day, I know I'm going to go back because I want the thing. But am I like pressed for it? No. But do I know that eventually I'm going to get it? Yeah. But it's like, I just need to be in the mental for it. I'm like, I could try to fulfill that need in other ways. Yeah, I understand that too. Okay, so when you got to, so this is where we get to college, right? I feel like college is the first time we start tasting a little bit of bills. A little bit of like responsibilities. That's when I started. That's when I started struggling. So tell us a little bit about like the mental transition from like, oh damn, like I can't just go out here and like try to do stuff. I actually have to like survive. So I actually had it easy. Like it really wasn't my fault. Like it's never our fault. I promise. No, I swear. So my mom passed away when I was really young, like a baby. And so my sister and I
were getting a check from the military. I call it child support from the government.
Yeah.
Every year. And then while we were in school, we also got we got an annuitant check, and then we got another check like for being in school. Okay. So we were getting money every month. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't a lot, but for a freshman in high school, in college, it was like,
oh, this is good. This is nice. This is like,
yeah.
Were you guys able? I know for some people, like if your parent was your mom in the military at all?
Mm-hmm, yeah, she was.
So then sometimes they'll have the school, unless she used it herself prior.
So they have different like programs. So we were on chapter, was it chapter 35? No, chapter 35 is bankruptcy. Well, it was something 30. It was some kind of dependent like school credit, and then there was also an annuitant credit for people who passed away like in the military, and so we were getting, I can't remember the exact amount, but it was at least like $1,000 a month or something.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Which
considering then, yeah.
Right.
And you know what, y'all, I will say, listen, I wasn't built for the military, but the military do take care of when it comes to benefits.
Yeah, yeah.
And you being a a child of?
Yeah.
Because I come from my grandparents were both my parents were, they actually met in the military. So those benefits, I mean, are really, I don't blame people. I'm like, listen, if you want a sure way to secure yourself, if you can handle it, but it's you can't tell me. I'm not about to be told what to do. Because listen, y'all gonna kick me out anyway.
Right.
That's how I felt about it.
Excuse me.
No, you're good. So go ahead.
What messed up my situation was something happened with my parents' taxes. And you know, when you're technically under 26, they have to sign off on your FAFSA.
Yes.
So like I couldn't complete my FAFSA because I was waiting for their taxes. I'm not trying to put no blame on nobody or nothing. But so I had already been going through the semester conditionally, like on the condition that I was going to complete the FAFSA and get the loans to pay but it never came
to fruition
through. So then I ended up owing the university all that money. And when you owe a university money, you cannot apply to any other university in the U.S.
Oh,
so
really?
Then I was stuck.
I never knew that, y'all.
Yes.
I never knew that.
So then I lost all the money I was getting from the military. I didn't have no money coming in from.
Why did that stop? Because you didn't.
Because I wasn't enrolled in school.
Oh Lord!
When I say it wasn't my fault, it wasn't my fault.
Oh man!
So I went from getting this check every month, and then I had my when your refund or whatever, I was able to pay my rent, whatever, to like nothing. So then I'm like, how am I gonna pay my rent?
Bills.
And that's when reality,
life is not fair. Okay, like what? Yeah. Okay. So, you know how like, you gotta think, y'all, when you're in a place, because blessedly, I don't know if that's even a word, but I'm gonna make it one. For Daisha and I, we're in places in our life now where, and if you do you mind sharing your age?
Yeah, I'm 31.
She's 31, I'm 29. And in a place where I would say, I'm comfortable. Of course, we want to aspire for way more. Right.
But we're doing better than the average.
Yeah, doing better than the people average our age. And so there's this essence that I think we have more the mind capacity to go for other ventures when you're not just trying to survive, right? Like, I think that's always been like my thing when it comes to. And that's really the essence of this podcast too, is that like, even despite like the bills come into play and then you kind of lose your essence, you lose your function, but you're just like, I'm just trying to make sure I have a place on top of over my head. I'm trying to make sure I can eat.
Right.
Okay, because college was not a joke. You trying to apply for everything, trying to do whatever. Child, I was working at baby, anything to try to make it, and it's like it's not a place that you want to like really be in.
Yeah.
So I think
that was a struggle.
I think it's important to go through though. I do. I mean, not like it's necessary. If I was a Nepo baby, I would never complain. Okay, if I was born into some shit, I would never complain about it. But
I will never be broke again.
No,
ever.
Right. So it makes you be like, okay, I have to grind this out because I don't come from Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Coochie. I didn't come from her. So I have to, you know, and I absolutely love my mother, but it just was what it was. And she did everything she could. But there's still going to be things, you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to figure it out. Yeah, and my dad was no nonsense. My dad was like, figure it out. Like, for real. So there was no help coming from there. Yeah. So I think that there's a beauty in that, but there's also what I feel where I had to kind of grow out of like this lack of like, I didn't ask for anything. I didn't ask for help really. I really didn't. Yeah, I kind of was just like, I just got to get out the mud. I just got to figure it out. And that can leave your mental at a disadvantage because then now you're like, I'm just putting everything else on the back burner. I was just like talking to one of my other friends and they was like, I realized like, I look around, I'm like, I don't even have stuff like in my kitchen and I've been living here for like years, right? Like, and like, I just looked up and I'm like, dang, I don't even really have, when's the last time I went to the dentist? When's the last time I went to a checkup? When's the last time I went to this? It's like, we realized how all of it actually works together. Yeah. Like, being healthy works with your mind, works with your productivity, versus just being in survival mode. So we go through college. She goes through college. So how did you get into?
So I made a plan.
Okay.
I was like, in order to get back into school, I'm gonna have to pay off this debt.
Yeah.
And it made it even worse because the actual tuition was like $4,500 or something like that. But then it went to collections. So they charge a 30%, whatever. So it ended up to like $6,000. So I was like, okay, I'm broke. I ain't got whatever. So I knew I was living in a college town. And so I looked at the bus route. Yeah. The free bus that takes you to campus, but it also went to the Golden Triangle Mall.
Y'all, we had this little mall in our little dank little college town,
Denton, Texas.
And the Golden Triangle, baby, that's where people would go to, you know, but go ahead.
Right. So then I was like, okay, I need to get a job at this Golden Triangle Mall. I'm going to get a job on the route so I have at least transportation to work.
Right.
And then I'm going to build up from there. I earned enough money to get a bike because sometimes the bus would come late or it would come, it was stopped.
Y'all, it's me really picturing this.
Bro, like,
y'all ask on this bike, like.
Ask Raven. Raven will vouch for me.
Yeah.
There was one specific instance. I literally had biked from work.
I'm not laughing at her pain, I promise. But
no, it's funny. It was funny.
Like, damn, like,
it was funny. There was one specific.
I think of her now, y'all, because she don't want to sit outside for no.
There was one specific instance where I had biked home from work in the summer heat. I was so hot, and I literally busted into our apartment. Raven was in there, and I like collapsed with my bike in the middle of the living room floor. I was just
my girl said, "I made it."
Yes,
I made it.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Okay. So, anyways, I saved up $1,000 down payment and went to this scammy buy here, pay here car place, got me a car. So that opened up my job opportunities.
So you could travel.
So I could go
get faster and like.
Right. And so then I got a job at the local hospital because I knew that once I got into the hospital, I could move up from there.
Right.
Started working housekeeping. I was making like $8.50 an hour. I thought I was doing something.
Y'all, and imagine $8.50 an hour. Like, think about our economy and think about $8.50 an hour.
So yeah, I was making $8.50 an hour. I thought I was like doing something,
balling,
and
out of control.
I think we ended up getting like a pay raise or something. Then I ended up working in registration, which was also in the hospital. And then that's how I worked my way up from there. Yeah.
Okay, so do tell me. So then how did the fashion design come into play? How did you design? Because how I remembered was you being in fashion. Like
I did have a clothing line at one point. You know me, I'm always doing multiple things. Yeah, so I had, not at that specific time because I was broke, but like later on, maybe like a year or so after when I was a little more stable, I had started this clothing line, and then I was doing that for like a couple of years. But that was a lot of work because, you know.
What do you feel like is more work? And this is like a quick segue, but like what do you feel is more work? Do you feel like fashion design is more work than like what you do now, like content creating on the side?
It just all depends on like the
what you
mode.
Do you also feel like it's kind of like more so what you enjoy doing more?
So
or no?
It like actual the fashion design, to design something is one thing. To make it is another thing. Right. So I was like designing and making things. And that was like a lot of work. And I enjoyed it. But for the amount of time and then the money I was getting back, it was like I was losing money.
You was like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, this one ain't it. This one is not it. Okay.
Right. And it's more physical. Like doing fashion design, I feel it's more like physically demanding. If that makes sense.
I was gonna say it's more strenuous.
Yeah,
because you're physically doing it.
And like you're physically like.
Same thing with hair.
Right. Yes.
I've been thinking about the girlies who be doing hair. I'm like, shit.
I don't. That's why when you asked me to do it.
I can't braid to save my life. I can do my own wigs and stuff. I don't like to, but I can. But I don't know how to braid.
You have to catch me on a good day.
I know. I have to I would have to give her the most, baby, because I can tell her I didn't got my. She still say no. She's like no. I'm like, damn. I'm gonna have to come up with something more intense next time. What's something that'll get her? I gotta think of something else.
No, because I used to do hair all the time, and literally, this whole part of my hair would be like hurting so much.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so we're grinding it out. We're grinding it out. We graduate.
Yeah, finally. So I finally earned the money that I needed to earn to pay back the school. Because that was my whole plan to begin with.
In the period.
I just needed to get back to school.
So I can get back to school.
Yeah. So I had to.
Because once you got that covered, everything, was the money from your mother still going to come in even once you just got?
Part of it was, I wasn't able to get the second check because that ended when I turned a certain age. But the other one I still was able to get just while I was going through school. Yeah. So once I finally was able to save the money, pay off the school, then I was able to re-enroll, and then everything started to kind of like get back.
How long did it take you to stack it up? Was it a semester? Was it a whole year? Was it?
It was like, I didn't go back to. I graduated in 2016, which is like
when did you go in?
After.
2 years.
I went in 2011.
Oh,
I would have graduated 11, 12, 13, 14. So it took me like 2 years.
For reference, y'all, I came in 2013. So that makes sense. I'm like, because you were there for like the year before I came. So I also always thought that we were closer in age because of that.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that, that's relevant. Like people, I knew people that was there, baby. 2 years ain't nothing. I know some people that was in school, maybe knocking 30.
But to me, it was like my whole
Which doesn't
plan.
matter, y'all, by the way. It doesn't matter. Whatever time, whatever your plan, whatever the life and God's plan is for you, that's what it's going to be.
Right.
Nobody cares about that.
You
did it, and it's an accomplishment in itself. But, it's just like, you didn't just expect it to take be that route.
To take that long, exactly.
So what made you actually, because I'm actually kind of curious about this, what made you actually say no, I want the degree, and versus just I'm going to just be like an entrepreneur off top, or just
I
need stability.
Yes, I just know that going through life and trying to get jobs and stuff with no degree is significantly harder. Absolutely. And then not having
maybe not now, but then yes.
I feel like even today.
Really?
Yeah.
As much people making money off of social media, you think so?
Yeah, because that's not guaranteed, and
True.
you see a lot of people. Exactly, you see a lot of people returning to 9 to 5s from social media. So it's like you always have to. So I don't think, like you said, a degree is required, but for me, it was required.
Yeah, it's like, baby, because listen, I need a backup.
Yeah, I need
something about an earth sign. Baby, stability. Yeah. I need to make sure that I'm never gonna be got falling off. Yes. And that makes sense. So okay, so I really don't know this portion about you before we met. So once you graduate, what did you do? What was the
I was grinding it out. So then I actually was going to the UNT Dallas campus.
Okay.
Because at this point I had already moved to Dallas. I got a boyfriend. I had moved
out
of Denton.
You were? Yep. Yeah. She was in a long term.
And so I was like, there's no way I can be going all the way back to Denton, to take classes or whatever. And they didn't have a lot of online classes at the time, but UNT Dallas did.
Okay.
So I was doing full-time school online and also
UTD.
Working full-time.
Oh, wow. So that's just double.
Yes.
So then you technically graduated from UTD.
UNT Dallas, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I never knew that. Y'all, I did not know that.
Yep.
I thought she left UNT.
Yeah, I went to 3 different schools.
Oh my
girl.
goodness! I mean, so do a lot of people actually. Do.
Yeah,
but like, wow, I didn't even know that. Okay, so once UTD was done,
UNT, yeah, UNT that it was still
UNTD,
UNT, but it was a
Dallas location. Okay, so once you finished there, then what happened?
Yeah, then I graduated, living my life. I was in Dallas for a while, and then after that, I was just kind of like working, and then I think that's when I was picking up my clothing line stuff.
Okay, so I was gonna say, so you're out there now. We're like really adults. Like we've graduated. We're like really okay. Like wow. Like I'm out here.
Yeah.
Where do you feel? And I feel like it's like a continuous thing, but like, where do you feel like you were able to be like, okay, like, what does Daisha want to do though? Like, what do I want? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really the essence of like what the conversation and like for me is like, okay, I took this time, like, oh my God, I blinked and 7 years has passed and I've been corporate and I've just been like working for whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like, I was always a go-getter. Like in adolescence, same as you, right? Like all these creative things, such a creative. But then like somewhere along the lines, it just gets to like work and I'm back at home and then like whatever. Do you feel like you ever lost the spark of like, what does Daisha want versus like, what does Daisha have to do? You know?
No, I don't feel like I ever lost the spark. I feel like I'm always trying to like get to the next
level,
like goal or like thing I'm trying to do. And like for me, like I have to always be working on something or working towards something, even if it's not like monetary. Like I always need to be learning something, trying to get some money, and I feel like that.
So
like,
when does Daisha relax? When does Daisha say like, damn, all I do, I grind it out a lot. All I do is like work on things a lot, and like when do I just enjoy?
I relax sometimes, like.
I feel like
in between projects.
So let me ask this. Do you feel, and we'll get there, this is like me skipping ahead but a little bit, but do you feel like there'll ever be an end goal if you're always
so I do have an end goal.
Okay.
And that's why I'm always working.
Because you're like,
because I want to get to like my end goal really, I want to have like a nice big house where I can have like maybe even on some land. Yeah. Some animals, organic, maybe even be able to have like my siblings there with their families. A compound. Yeah, really like some sort of compound or something.
Isn't that crazy how, and I think about this too because that's my dream. I think that's everyone's goal.
Yeah.
It's like so weird how we're going through this whole life journey. We're young and supple. Okay. Not to say anyone else, it's what you feel inside, baby. Okay. Right. Don't nobody get out there getting crazy with me. Okay. But I feel like it's crazy that we work so hard, attain all this just to go and return back to the simplicities of land that can just give it like,
because it costs money.
But you know what's so
interesting? It costs money to live.
It does. But I feel like too, it's like we do have everything we need on the earth. Like, because I have seen, like, you think about the people on Instagram you've seen that are just like nomads that live like in whatever, and they live like, they just grow all their stuff.
That's not me.
You want a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's me too. I'm like, I still want to be a little glitzy.
Yeah, I want a little bit of a luxury version of that.
Right, like a little, like, you know, my cabin got TV. Like, my cabin got AC, and like, you know, I ain't trying to just be too much off the land. But like off the land.
Yeah.
You know who I really admire is, who's it? What's her name? That my milkshake brings all the boys.
Oh yes,
Khalees.
Yes,
there we go.
She has.
That's it.
That's
it. I look at Khalees. I'm like, baby, she's good.
But like, she's still like modern, but she also has like
and
her
does
land
some gigs sometimes too. Like she still does gigs and things like that too. And I'm like, yeah.
There's another influencer I follow. I think her name is Raimi. But her and her fiance or husband, I think they got married now. They bought a ranch in Austin.
And they just live off.
Yeah, so they like are able to have like the local other people there, and they barter and like get fresh eggs, and they have like pigs and different animals, and you know, I did. But it takes money to do that.
It does. I did look up.
It's very expensive.
So I'll share a little bit of my own information. I'm in the process of purchasing my first property, and it's here in DC. It ain't cheap. Okay. However, I think it's a good first investment property. However, a part of me is like, girl, why don't we just go get some land?
Right. Yeah.
Like, let's just go get the land. But then I'm like, girl, is you ready to tend to some land? No.
That's the thing. It takes money.
I'm a hot, supple 29.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm still living this city life, like seeing what this brings out. But a part of me is like, the investment, the down payment that I have to put down on that, y'all, just so you know, average for a place here in the city, and I'm looking in the city, I'm gonna have to clear at least like $700. Okay, so like think about that. So I've saved up enough for that, but I could take that same down payment and go to Texas or go somewhere back home
and buy a
rack of land. And I do think about it, but I also am like, I really like it here.
Hey, it's your money.
I'm like, I like it here. And also though, y'all, I don't think of it. Well, anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that personally with you guys on another thing. But back to you. Okay. So you're in Dallas, etc. How we get to DC?
So I actually was like back and forth between Dallas and Austin for a period of time.
Mind you, y'all, she is someone who is nomadic, right? So she's not like, hunkered down to one place. She's actually about to do another move soon. But it's also funny because when she said she was going back and forth, I'm sure so the fact that she was going back and forth, she probably was like, Dallas, Austin, and asking people everything just to waste their time to be like, I'm going to DC.
Not wasting time. Not wasting time.
Like, do you think? And then she's like, never mind, complete 180. But go ahead. Go ahead.
You never know where I'm gonna end up until I end up there. Yeah.
But wherever the lease is signed, the dotted line. So
yeah.
How did you choose? How did we go from Dallas and Austin?
So I was working in Dallas, and then I was like, I think I want to move back to Austin. Moved back to Austin, got a job. Quit that job actually because it was toxic. And then I found like this contract job, but I think it was based in Dallas. So then I had to move back to, I think it was based in Dallas, or I was like all over it was like a travel contract job. So I was all over the place. And then I moved back to Dallas, and then my boyfriend at the time had gotten a job in DC. And then, well, at the time he's still.
Girl, I was gonna be like offline. I'm gonna put a pin.
We'll talk about that offline.
I was like, no.
So my boyfriend had gotten a job in DC.
Yes.
So then we were like long distance for a while. Then I was like, I never lived like outside of Texas.
Yeah.
Like, might as well. So then I moved to DC, and
then the rest was there.
Yeah.
So y'all. So what I want now in this portion, right? So like she's moved to DC. It's been about 3 years. Gotten to like make friendships, acclimate a little bit. Now she is in the house a lot. I will say I don't think she's really. I don't feel that she's really giving DC like all it could give her, but it's given a lot. I think that you've done a lot.
No, it's fun. I like DC. Like I think it's fun. Like I met you and like a lot of other great people out here.
Yeah.
I'm just like truly like. I feel like when I get out, I'm social, but like if I'm in the house, I'm fine.
Same. Yeah, well, so yeah. And like I think for me, I used to get FOMO when I was like in college and stuff. Like
I used to.
I used to be like, damn, like I should.
But these days, I don't give a fuck.
Now, baby, I will sit in the house. We were just actually kikiing over the fact that I had got this equipment and whatever, setting it up and how fun that was, y'all. You guys have heard the intro. Made it myself. It was excited to do. Please do let me know how you feel about it, by the way. Not too much on your girl. But, just realizing that like the simple things of like just going after something really excites you in a way that, like for me personally, doing things that are like passion projects or like things excite me in a way that it did when I was back in college, when I was back in adolescence, when I was back in whatever, because it feels limitless. It feels like
it is, because it is limitless.
You're right, like that, and I think that that's like the essence in which that I miss, but it didn't happen until I got myself financially in a place that I was able to actually have breathing room to do so.
Yeah.
So it's like, what, I would say this. Do you feel like you did a good job of like balancing responsibility, adulthood with like trying to maintain like your essence of like just who you are.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. And like tell us, it's like, so like how do you feel like you've been able to do that? Like for people who may be like out there that's like, I don't know, like, and granted, Daeshik is great advice, and I think like it'd be great for them to just like understand like, okay, and mind you, before we before we get into that, I do want to explain what all you do, like on the side hustle. So you guys, when I talk about like going after your dreams, chasing your visions, going after your goals, like this is like the epitome of someone who can do that while also maintaining a career, right? Like, and I think that a lot of people who want to be like entrepreneurs or like whatever, they feel like they just have to like quit their day job and like go for it and move to California with $2 and
never do
a
that.
dream.
I
and
would
like,
never do
you know
that.
what I'm saying? It's like, that's not realistic,
No.
guys, and not in this economy, okay?
No.
So like, what is some advice for someone you would give that's like, that wants to be able to balance what they're doing? Now, granted, job stresses, depending on what you're doing, is like whatever.
Right.
But y'all, when I say I have seen her produce and I've watched in theater her produce in in things of a short film, anything that she says she's gonna do, direct, whatever, she goes after it. And I just want, if you had like some advice to give to people who are trying to balance that, the two worlds.
Right.
And like making it to where, you know, you're not losing yourself within, because also you guys, we have responsibilities. Life happens outside of. Right. So like not even just thinking about like your job and your influencing side hustles, whatever. But personal life happens, family happens, government happens, being black happens. Okay, like there's just a lot that goes on that we have to go through. So it's more so like, how or what would you say to people that's like trying to balance the grind of it all with the stress of the world of it all, with like the career of it all, like, and that just kind of like gets to them?
I mean,
it's a lot.
You have to sacrifice something, like in order to do. So you have to prioritize what it is that you want to do, and then whatever is lower in priority is probably what's gonna be the thing that gets sacrificed.
Yeah.
So my sacrifice a lot of times is sleep, because it's like I work 9 to 5, and then from 5 to like midnight, I'm like recording videos, getting video ideas, researching things, editing, all types of, you know, whatever I'm working on at the time, and then, you know, I might go to sleep at 1 a.m. and then have to wake up at 8 a.m., which that's not bad. That's 7 hours.
7 hours. Yeah, that's still good, sufficient.
And so, you might have to like sacrifice something. And stop making excuses, because I think people like to rely on their excuses when like they really can do whatever it is that they're trying to do. Like
the world really is, and as much as the U.S., we have a lot of problems. Okay, we do. But it is one of the places that you really can do whatever you want to try to do. I think also I want to ask this of, when you are overwhelmed and stressed with like bills, life, or trying to make whatever, what is something that you practice, or like a holistic, like just something that you do to help realign yourself and calm your nerves? Because even both of us have ADHD. It comes out different ways, but we both have it. And you know, I have my own practices for what I can do to just calm myself down. But like, what are some things that you do to like get yourself back balanced? If you feel like, damn, like I'm out of whack a little bit, like things are kind of feeling a little crazy, like what are things that you kind of practice to?
I love to meditate. Like that's like one of the main things. Like if I'm feeling particularly anxious, I'm just like, look, nothing is high priority right now that I can't take 5-10 minutes just to like sit here and like calm myself, breathe, and then I make a list.
No, people sleep on lists. Writing is one of the most like detrimental parts of health. Like I personally feel, I can only speak for myself. However, I know for me, making a to-do or like, you know, I will share this. When I first moved out here, I was in the program. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to stay here, y'all. I was making like $300 every 2 weeks. I had a stipend. We had to work 10 to 12 hour days every day. I was working in the inner city teaching. Okay, it was a lot. I was also commuting from Annapolis to DC Southeast every day in traffic. Like, so it was a lot. That's crazy. I feel like, one, my faith grew very strong. Two, though, it made me realize how strong I was. But also, one of the biggest things when I was like, I gotta go back home. It was my first year. I don't think I had made it a full year yet. I remember being really homesick and being like, dang, like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was young. I was 22. So it was like scary. It was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. And I remember one of my managers, like, literally, we were in the conference room, we had a check-in. It was like the halfway mark check-in. They was like, how do you feel? Da, da, da. I said, baby, I'm going home. I'm going home. Y'all got winter out here. This winter is crazy. Right. Y'all want me to come in? I don't know what's happening. I don't know. But he told me, he was like, write down a massive list. Pros and cons of moving back home and staying here. And I remember I went back home and I did just that. And when I looked at the list after, it was like, my work's not finished here yet. Right. And now 7.5 years later, I'm still here. So like that kind of showed me like, you know, that I can attest
writing
to that.
Things out. Like pros and cons, what you have to do, what's already been done. Like what you hope to be done. You know, just dreams, writing things
goals.
out.
I think it's another level of manifestation. It's one thing to say it, and it's one thing to like think about it. But to like physically write the plan and then the steps on paper.
And it's satisfying. Like when you get to check stuff off, then it's like it gives you a little bit of a okay, I'm getting somewhere. Like
someone on Instagram actually said what would be amazing for this like next presidential thing, like election, is that if like say for instance Kamala, right, like or whatever. She puts her agenda, like the things she wants to accomplish during her presidency,
and checks it off
on a big board that people can physically see. And when she's done with that item, she checks it off so we can see. Because a lot of people are not going to go to look for the bills that were passed. So they're just thinking they didn't do nothing. But there's really been a lot that they've done. But if we could tangibly, every time she gets done, she come out that White House and she checks it off the list, we could be like, my girl's getting the job.
Right.
And I was like, we should do the same for ourselves. Because because I would love that for my leader. Like, So like, why wouldn't we just do it on a personal like level? And so I think that that's amazing. So like I said, you guys, Daisha she does everything: writing, producing, directing, podcasting, all the things. What is your next, like, what do you see yourself doing? Like, you know, you're a Scrum Master now. I know that that's not what you want to be at the end of the goal, but like, what, two-part, one, where's Daisha going now? Y'all, she has Daisha's Digest, which I'm going to let her plug it at the end. But where do you see yourself going now, especially with that? And like, well, not just that, but like just that's giving you a new like wind underneath your wings, right? And then two, like, so just like, what do you see? And we won't even do it. I would say like in the next year. Like not even like a 5, just like, what do you want to accomplish the next year? And then two, just a note that you would give to your younger self. For people, or like just a space that you were in, not even your younger self, but like in an adolescence way, but something you would tell yourself when you were struggling, when you was like riding the bike in the heat. Like, what would you tell yourself now if you could give advice to that person that's right now like riding their bike in the heat to try to make it? Does that make sense?
I mean, the person riding their bike in the heat,
trying to make it right now, that has bills and they just can't focus on.
Like, it's gonna be okay. Like, don't be too stressed about it. It's gonna work out. You will be fine. And this is actually almost a necessary time period in your life, because I learned so much in that time, and I think it is gonna prevent me from making some future mistakes. So I'm glad I had that period of time. And then what was the other?
The future for Daisha.
Well, my main goal is to quit my full-time job, which that is gonna be a feat because you know. And
y'all, when I tell you Daisha's not quitting that job unless she really can quit that job.
Unless I can replace my income.
Yeah,
I'm holding on in this economy.
Ciao.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I want to also say is that like the people that are trying to do, like you can do both, you guys. You just have to have the discipline. Like she said, she works a 9 to 5 and then a 5 to 12 or 5 to whatever the hell it's done. And sometimes that just has to be what it is.
Yeah, until you can, get, and that's why I'm working so hard on my new YouTube channel, Dacia's Digest, because I'm trying to make that my primary income stream. And then from there, I have all the, merch, collaborations, sponsorships. The Google AdSense alone is money. And so then what I'm trying to do is trade less of my time for more of my money.
Yeah.
So right now,
residual income.
Right. Right now I work 8 hours a day and I get, what I get. But I want to be able to work, 2 hours a day and still get what I get.
That's the goal.
That will open me up to be able to do more things. I like to do film and
yes, y'all, she's so good at like
all that type of stuff.
One thing I will say, and I'll have all her information tagged below so you guys can follow. One thing I will say is that like she is really brilliant when it comes to the camera, like behind the camera technology with like just understanding. And even with me like starting this journey and stuff like that, she's been so supportive. I'm just so grateful.
Oh yeah.
And but you also got to want somebody who wants to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't put a battery in nobody back. Like, you got to be able to do it.
Exactly.
But if you're willing to, like, go for it, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's amazing with that and gives so many free, like, even Dacia's Digest. You want to do a short plug about how that's gone for you? Y'all, she started this channel, like, what, 3 months ago?
3 months, yeah. She's almost 6,000 subscribers.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Do you guys hear her?
Monetized, getting money over there.
Do you guys hear her? The views be viewing. I be watching. The views be viewing. I was just watching one today, and she was like, "Yeah, I was sick, you guys. I don't know, I had something going on, but anyway." And I'm like, I'm more so mesmerized at the quality of this video, and I'm thinking like, I need to like step my cookies up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it.
I'm for my friends. I'm an open book. Like I will give you all the information you need.
But even not, you guys, on her social media platforms, she gives so much advice. So I highly suggest you follow her. All of her pages, TikTok, Instagram, Dacia's Digest, YouTube, like everything, because she's always dropping gems. Like, even though she says it's for her friends, she really is the plug for like, she wants everyone to get this money.
I literally want everyone. I feel like it's a civic duty to have as many people succeed as possible, because when people don't succeed, that's a risk.
Yeah.
Like when people are struggling, when they're having to, resort to committing crimes, and like that's a risk.
Now there are some people that just gonna commit them.
Well,
crimes.
yeah.
But I will say though that like a lot of people, it is due to the fact of lack.
Yeah, and some people just literally don't know. They just don't know what they don't know. And so I learned a lot through having to struggle and figure things out. So I'm like, I wish somebody would have told me something so I could have not had to, but I'm glad I did. But
because now I can go back and give back.
Right.
And that's why you will forever be blessed, because you give back.
So.
No, I'm dead ass. Like, that's how that works. That interject, and this is for everyone out there. The karma that you get and like just the blessing that you get when you bless others and just are genuinely a good person to others, you will get so much further in life than being like nasty, hating on the next person, all this other stuff. Like, the energy you put out, baby, please believe it will come back to you tenfold. I promise you. So be out there and be like actually trying to do, and that's exactly what this podcast is about. It's like give people the advice from different perspectives of like, tap back into who you were, get back to your essence, remember life before the bills. Now that the bills come to pass, how do we get past that and then reconnect and make it all merge together, right?
Amen.
And so I absolutely love that. Please tell them where they can find you.
Yes. So my, main page is Daisha View, DAISH. Well, you probably have it on the screen.
I will.
DAISHA View, like play on Deja Vu. And then my new social media is Dacia's Digest, and I do like reactions and stuff over there.
They're like Reddit reviews. They're really crazy, you guys. Like, I'm talking about people Xing off, cutting off, people say all kinds of stuff, okay?
Crazy.
And she really does do it with like a non-bi, like,
I try to be fair.
But some stuff is like,
nah, You know you was tripping.
This is so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I feel
first
so honored.
guest.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you guys. This is season 1, episode 1 of Before the Bills podcast with Daisha, and I'm so glad that you came, and I'm just so grateful.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.